You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production. I Know What You Did Last Summer is the story of four friends who accidentally kill a guy and are haunted by their secret for exactly 1 year. Or is it? Welcome back to the Or Is It Movie Podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I'm Ian Mark.
And today we're taking a look at I Know What You Did Last Summer from 1997, starring Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and luckily everyone else doesn't have three names. Ryan Felipe, Anne Heche in an early role, Johnny Galecki. Welcome back to the show. There I go, about three names. Bridget Wilson Sampras again. And Texas good buddy, Freddie Prinze Jr.
Yes.
This one from Kenneth Williamson, the writer of Scream.
That I can't believe.
And Dawson's Creek, Teaching Mrs. Tingle, and The Faculty, all better than this movie. Yeah, so, you guys, anyone seen this movie before?
I think I saw it once, maybe.
No.
No?
I know.
Jesus.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that surprise.
I'm starting to think you haven't seen very many movies from the late 90s.
Evidently not. No.
Comic book movies. Or Star Wars movies.
Actually, you're probably pretty right. But no, I wasn't seeing horror movies in the theater, stuff like that. Yeah, I just surprisingly
Actually,
didn't
this
go see
very
this
much surprises me, because this has Jennifer Love Hewitt and Buffy.
I know, but I didn't discover her till she actually did Buffy.
She was doing Buffy when this was on.
Really?
Yes, she did this at night and did Buffy during the day.
Wow, good for her.
During the summer.
Huh. No, like I said, I mean, I discovered Buffy later though, so it was after its TV run. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
So she may have been filming at the same time, but I didn't really see it till like later on DVD kind of things. So
I've never seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I've seen one or two episodes. Yeah.
No, I know. Once I started watching it, I'm like, how have I not seen this before? I mean, it opens, not taking anything away from the plot, but since you brought it up, Sarah Michelle Gellar in a bathing suit.
What?
Like, how have I not seen this before? Sorry.
Buffy to me was exactly like Firefly, except people watched Buffy.
Yes.
But I don't need to get on a Firefly rant right now. Yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Another one of those trying to make movie stars out of young people type thing. Another
Yep.
Here's my question: Do you think this one is a whodunit?
I think it tries to be.
It's got nothing.
Because I think I think Mark, you're right. I think it tries to be, but
I think it. I think it wants to be.
It doesn't
because
play out like a whodunit.
Yeah, it's who might have done it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, let's suspect all our friends, basically.
Yeah. Let's just turn on each
Do they,
other.
though?
What's that?
They spend most of the time just worrying about it.
Yeah, but there were a couple accusations tossed around.
Yeah, I guess. Well, refresh my memory, Tex. Take us through I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Alright, so our story begins with the threat of Freddie Prinze Jr.'s stupid fucking face while a Pearl Jam wannabe croons at us or sings menacingly, whichever way you want to take it. That doesn't matter because apparently we need to watch some guy on a cliff playing with his watch. Evidently that's too much excitement though, so it's time to see chicks in swimsuits. Buffy babbles at us, wins some beauty contest, and for the next 15 minutes or so, Freddie Prinze Jr. tries unsuccessfully to prove he can act. Incidentally, I'm not fooled.
Shocker.
We're tortured with these idiots for a while more until they hit someone. Rather than calling the authorities, they decide to dump the body. 1 year later, Julie's back in town as the first one to be harassed, ? She goes to see Helen, they both go to see Barry, and they debate the chances that someone else was there the night it happened. Barry has a sweet little one-on-one conversation with Max, and the other three run into Ray and his stupid face. Helen and Ray try to outpout each other for a bit, and then finally it's time for someone to get killed. Not quite sure why it's Max, since he had nothing to do with that night, but either way, yay, something's happening! At least it did, for a second. Barry gets his car stolen briefly, then gets chased down by Hookman, and nothing happens. Helen and Julie do some research, find the Egan family, and nothing happens. Slicker Boy sneaks back into Helen's house and cuts her hair because that's terrifying. They go to the parade, and nothing happens. Julie goes to talk to Missy, and nothing happens. Barry gets killed pretty much right in front of Helen's eyes, but by the time they get upstairs, the body's gone, because movies. Buddy finally chases after Helen and ends up killing her, and only after he kills Elsa. Julie manages to get herself on the boat of Ben Willis, and we spend the next however long having her run away from him. Ray shows up and pretends to be an action star, while Julie decides to do some rearranging of the boiler room. The two run around, sort of kind of trying to fight him. Willis loses his hand, Julie and Ray get back together, and 1 year later, Julie gets a note. Please tell me this means she's about to die. Please, 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 please. The camera stares at the words, I still know, for a few seconds, and a body breaks through the glass. I'm just going to go ahead and call that a happy ending. Roll credits.
No, this got a sequel.
Yeah, but were they in the sequel?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good Lord fucking Jesus. No, not stay tuned.
But it doesn't take place in Cape Cod. It takes place in the Bahamas.
Oh, sure, because that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if I'm in a movie called I Know What You Did Last Summer Again or whatever, but it takes place in the Bahamas, it'd be like, who cares what happened last summer? We're in the fucking Bahamas.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't.
Yeah, but it's not last summer anymore.
No, it's too. It's still. I still know what you did that summer.
Oh, for the love of Jesus.
Oh,
Oh no, sorry. It's I still know what you did last summer.
Okay, well, it's not last summer.
No, but it's in reference to this.
I
movie.
know, but it's not correct.
It's one. Yes, it is. It's 1 year later in reference to this movie.
But that doesn't make any sense, because if he still knows, then it's referencing the
That's
original
true.
crime. Therefore, it's incorrect.
Well, then take it up with Buena Vista, because I don't know. This book is actually based on a novel.
This book is actually based on a novel.
Well,
This book is based
really?
on a novel, and apparently the novel has
Movie.
nothing to do with the movie.
Movie is based on a novel. Both times you
Sorry.
said this book is based on a novel.
Now,
God damn it.
now I love it when they get a good book to novel
Transition? Yeah, it's fantastic. I love when that happens.
Yeah.
No, this movie is based on a novel.
Now,
Wow.
Tex, you're normally the one to read the books. Now, I saw the novel, but I didn't.
Do you know what? I would actually read this
The
book.
novel was better.
I would actually read this book just to see if it was just as ridiculous.
No, apparently has nothing to do with this story.
Oh, did they
Like, the
World War
characters'
Z this
names are
shit?
basically
Yeah,
there.
I was just going to say, so it's a World War Z thing.
No. I think it's more like a teen romance, if anything else.
No, but I'm saying, like, basically
Oh,
the only
yeah,
thing
yeah.
about the movie that's true to the novel is the title. So,
Yeah. So I have two major questions coming out of this.
Whoa, only two?
Yeah.
We may have two minor answers, but
Yeah. Well, first off, why does he wait a year to kill them?
Thank you.
Other than it's a movie trope of 1 year later, or 1 year to the day,
Yeah.
or on
That
this
isn't-
day last year.
yeah, that's always kind of weird when they wait for the anniversary, because it's not guaranteed that all of the characters are going to be back in the same spot 1 year later.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Like it's not one of those things where it's like a trap where, okay, I know they'll all be here at this time, so I'm going to wait till then to kill him. He has no fucking idea what their schedules are.
Yeah, exactly. And it starts off, one of the very first things that they say is Chickie's leaving for Boston. Other Chickie's going to New York. And if she actually had made, her stardom and whatever, actually managed to become a star like she wanted to be, so there's
Yeah.
no fucking way she'd come back to her little itty-bitty tiny town.
Yeah.
And why would he wait a year? He has access to Barry all fucking year, it seems like.
And
The
to
Barry-
her too.
Yeah,
And Ryan Felipe.
yeah.
Because he doesn't
Yeah,
leave
three
either.
of
Well, that's Barry.
Oh, is that Barry?
Yeah,
well,
three-
Yeah.
but he also has access to Ray.
Yeah,
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 don't leave.
yeah.
No,
Well, she leaves briefly and then comes back.
to leave.
Oh, does Helen leave?
Yeah, the girls leave.
Well, then how did?
Yeah, but she
Oh,
comes back almost immediately.
Yeah, she goes to
Oh,
Samuel Salgado goes to New York, comes back.
I must have missed that exposition part.
Yeah, that's why she's all depressed at the makeup counter. Where apparently she's
Right.
trying on everything they fucking sell.
Well, sure.
Because her makeup is insane in this movie, but...
Yeah. So it's her ridiculous extension hair.
Yeah, no kidding. My other major issue with this film, how does the killer know who to kill besides Ryan Felipe? Because he only opens his eyes once, and that's underwater when he dives in after the crown. So unless the four of them are prancing around the street saying, we're best friends and we killed the guy, how does he know who to kill?
We're best friends and we killed the guy.
How does he know who to kill?
By the way, that's a better title for the sequel.
I just got the best fucking visual with that.
Just, I imagine the four of them prancing like the
Yeah,
four
like
in the
the
Wizard of Oz.
exactly.
We're off to see our killer, the
Best
wonderful
friends
killer
and we
of
killed
us.
a guy. Oh. All right. And this recording is done. You can't beat that. We're good. No, my question is, like, one of the very first things that we see is Julie. That's Chicky from Party of Five, pretty sure.
Yeah.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Julie is talking to Max, and he's hitting on her and whatever, and he's like, let's go for dinner or go for coffee or something along those lines. And she's like, trying to come up with like all these lame excuses and whatever, and I'm just like, seconds later, it's established she's with Freddie Prinze Jr. Seconds fucking later. So
Yeah.
why does she have such a problem in saying, I'm in a relationship and you know that?
I'm sorry, but I'm coming up pretty empty on the answers department. I have no idea how he knew who to kill, and I have no idea why she has to be so awkward about blowing off Max. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're right. She should have just been like, I'm with that douchebag, so you're going to have to wait in the douchebag lineup. Sorry.
Yeah, seriously.
Why does Max get killed?
I have that in my notes. Thank you. First of all, it is really weird and awkward seeing Leonard trying to be all swarthy and smarmy and
Yeah.
quote unquote threatening is just weird. And then yeah, what the hell did he have to do with this?
Yeah, exactly.
Other than you know what? He drove by. That's it.
Yeah, he didn't even see what happened.
Yeah.
No, he has no clue. Again, this must be the superpower of the bad guy is just kill sense. I don't know what you want to call it. He just happens to know who was there.
Does he kill Sonia?
Yep. Yeah, welcome back,
who
by the way.
had absolutely nothing to do with it. But yes, killed Sonya Blade.
Yeah, once again, welcome back.
Yep.
But yeah.
I don't get it. Like it would be one thing if like the girls came back because there were murders happening, and they thought it was related.
Mm-hmm.
But to all of a sudden their return, he waits till the whole gang of besties is back together, and then goes on the killing spree. This does not make sense from the word go. It's not like in Scream, the killer really doesn't. Well, I mean, they have varying motivations, but it's always kind of like very obscure, but very targeted, really.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they choose like a group of people to systematically bump off one by one.
But it's people that they know their identity, there's a relationship there, there's a definitive kind of...
Mm-hmm.
Horror expert Sean Taylor, you agree?
Yeah.
I mean, we're comparing like the same writer wrote both of these, so...
Yeah, which is shocking.
I was surprised to learn that, actually. I thought this was like a cheap knockoff. But he was knocking off his own stuff.
Yeah. At the same time, he was writing Scream 2.
He had a weekend to kill.
Yeah.
He was tired. That's the only thing I could think of. He was just tired and just left those loose ends. He's like, fuck it. I got more money than I need.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have in my notes, I like Jennifer Love Hewitt's character. She was feeling all self-conscious. conscious. Yeah.
Conscious.
At the when they're at the beauty pageant, she's all like, oh, "This objectifies women," and then she like leans over, great cleavage shot. I was like, "Well, there goes that point." Like she just flashes the crowd after being all. I was like, "Well, okay." You should be in that show. You should be in that beauty pageant. You could probably win.
Yeah, well, how about the fact that she's supposed to be, the sweet, town girl and whatever, and blah, 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 blah. Next scene, banging Ray.
Oh,
Okay,
I know, eh?
what?
Yeah.
but isn't
the
she
innocent...
giving up her virginity at that point?
Yeah. On a beach at night when her friends are like 50 feet away.
That's true. Very good. Very good point.
Yep.
Totally a sweet, innocent, virginal move. 100%.
Well, now we know why she had to die.
She doesn't die, though.
No, but she was marked for death, right?
Oh, yeah. True enough.
So that's what makes her our, one of the targets, right? Isn't that right, Sean?
Yeah. Well.
Yep.
That's what Scream says.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So I gotta say that when we get to the driving scene, and Ray is the one driving, I have a little note here. I actually have basically have notes for every 4 seconds of this movie. But when it comes to the driving scene, I was like, I just have a little note here that was like, gotta say, if I'm the one driving, I'm watching the road, not the doofus hanging out of the sunroof of the car I'm driving.
Yep.
I'm sorry, it's an automatic. It's not a standard. You don't need to even take out your eyes off of the road to look at the gear shift to make sure he's not going to put it in the wrong gear or something. You're fine. Just keep driving. There are 2 other people in the car who are trying to pull him down. My eyes are on the fucking road. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. I agree. Like, when I was that age, I would have been even more squeamish about looking anywhere but on the road.
Yeah.
Like, I have a lot more experience now in a car, just enough that if some douchebag's doing that, I can, throw the fist
Huff
back.
him in the groin.
Yeah, I totally.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I was just going to say, that's exactly what I would have done and been like, oh, hand off the wheel just for a second. Bam! And you're down.
That's what I was just saying, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have enough wherewithal to throw the fist back and...
Yeah.
Fist, nothing. Elbow. It's harder.
Well, it is, but depending on the angle. Might be easier to throw a fist.
Oh, I'm just saying. Yeah, there's no reason to hit him.
Sorry,
there is no reason to hit him.
Unless
If he was
their lights were
actually
off.
watching the road, there had been no reason to hit him. No fucking reason whatsoever. And I love how when, after he's hit him, and they do, the whole, they drive a little bit further and whatever, and freaking out and yada yada yada. And then they go back to see if they can find whatever they hit. And Helen screams. But she screams before the camera pans out to show the guy. And when it pans out to show him, he's clearly visible to them. And has been visible to them as they were walking up.
Ah, yes, the horror cliche of not being able to see anything right before it comes on screen.
Yes. That one is friggin' ridiculous.
Even though it makes total sense for the people in that actual story to see the thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Because when she screams and then it pans out and shows him, I'm like, and you missed him somehow. How? Before that?
That's a great point. Is this really like a cliche? Where our character should have seen something? Yeah.
It's not a well used cliche, but it is a cliche. It's
wow.
Just poor in world thinking.
Oh, and I love how when they just suddenly, without even considering it for a second, for the most part, they're just like, okay, yep, so we're covering this up, and everybody's cool with that for the most part. Yeah, Julie, you're freaking out, but other than that, everybody else, you're cool with it. Okay, good. And Freddie Prinze Jr. is like the undertow; it could carry him out to sea. And I put in my notes, I'm like, oh, and by the way, what is the Matrix?
Maybe this is what inspired Keanu Reeves.
Was there an acting class that he attended where they were showing this as examples of,
No, I think that's just Freddie Prinze Jr.'s natural talent.
Probably the same one with
actually.
Angelina Jolie. You saw that come out.
Question. So what is that story that they're telling around the campfire?
An urban legend.
Oh, sorry, isn't that one movie over
Yeah.
and not released till next year? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Freddie Prinze, when he meets up with Julie later, he tries to talk to her about why they broke up. And he thinks it's because she blames him for what happened. When in actuality, it's because you let Ryan Felipe manhandle your girlfriend and you did nothing to him.
Yeah, seriously.
Like Ryan Felipe is like, we're not going to tell anybody. You're not going to tell anybody, right? And you're just standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, you're letting him beat up your girlfriend in front of you. Well, that's cool. Now go ahead and do
Yeah.
that.
Way to go. Our hero, everybody.
Yeah, seriously. I love the fact that he checks to see if he's alive, and apparently and he's dead. And I was like, and then you find out that he's not actually dead. So apparently it's really difficult to check a pulse and get a definitive answer.
Well.
No, but wasn't he dead?
No, he wasn't dead. Obviously he wasn't dead.
Oh, right,
because
right.
you don't,
same guy.
You don't come back to life without any, CPR or anything.
Yeah, let's get to that. So, the kid that they throw into the water, when Ryan Felipe goes down and he dives in to steal the crown, looks like an actual kid.
Yes.
When it's revealed, the murderer is a father and like a 45-year-old man.
Mm-hmm. And doesn't look anything like the person.
And doesn't
they
look
threw in
like
the water.
anything like the guy that they threw in the water.
Right.
Yeah, that confused the shit out of me. I got lost. By the end of this, I was like, what the hell's going on? Where's the kid who lost his lady love?
Well, okay. So that kid drove drunk, killed his girlfriend in a car accident.
Yeah.
So the father found him that night and killed him.
Before he killed himself.
And then the father gets on the road and that's who they hit.
Yep.
So the kid is still dead out there somewhere?
The kid they found.
Oh, they
the
found
kid's body. Yeah, the kid's body was found.
Yeah.
Thanks to thanks to the exposition that they mentioned like later on.
Right,
he was found
right.
like a couple weeks later or something.
Yeah.
From the undertow.
Right, and that's why they think they got away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Oh.
When it comes to the whole we killed this guy, we're going to bury the body, whatever, blah 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 blah. Why, when they find out he's alive, don't they try to help him? Because they were trying to cover up an accidental murder. But since it turns out it's not an accidental murder, why wouldn't you just bring him to the hospital?
Well, yeah, but then he could say that they hit me with their car and then they were going to leave me for dead.
And they were drunk
but
driving.
I guess if you helped them, that kind of negates it.
Yeah. They weren't drunk driving.
No, Ray was sober.
Ray was sober.
No, but that was his panic attack. Was that Felipe there? Like dumped vodka all over him, right? So he's like, "Oh,
right.
they're never gonna believe I was driving sober." And
right, breathalyzer done.
Yep, and then Felipe. It's all Felipe's fault, right? So he Felipe's out and says, and talks about the damage to the car and the drunk drive. Like he just
which
has
still
this...
has to be addressed.
Yeah. They don't ever address the damage to the car. Like, how do they explain that?
Exactly.
Yeah, how do they clean it up?
calls it out.
No, okay, but the grill is destroyed. So he's freaking out that, they're going to be able to match the paint and whatever if they find the guy and blah, 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 and whatever. Okay. So how did you bring the car back to your dad in the first place in that shape? And
explain away the damage.
Yeah.
Excellent question.
Thank you.
I do not have an answer.
Yeah. In that
Sean,
case,
Sean,
when you
you're the
find
horror
out,
expert here, man. We're looking to you.
I don't know. They so many things are like, and they make so many stupid things in this movie. Like Sarah Michelle Gellar turns to Jennifer Love Hewitt and she says, "What happened between us?" I'm like, "What happened between you? You killed a guy and vowed to never talk about it. That's what happened."
yeah,
Like fucking duh.
yeah. Yeah, you had a big fucking elephant in the room every time you two were together. Excuse the fuck out of me for not wanting to be your friend anymore.
Speaking of Sarah Michelle Gellar, I was kind of hoping that there would be a flashback to her getting ready to win her beauty pageant, and she had a chance to take CPR as the talent portion, but turned it down
Yeah.
for like baton twirling. That's why she couldn't tell when the guy was dead. She's like, "Oh, I should have done that." You know.
No. That was Ray that checked to see if he was dead.
Was it him?
Yeah.
I forgot. Oh, jeez.
And apparently, it's like I said, it's really fucking difficult to check a pulse and get a definitive answer. Because if he was alive, he would have felt that pulse. He checked his fucking neck. That's where your pulse is strongest.
Yeah.
That's where your pulse is strongest.
Yeah.
Check the wrist, yeah, you can easily miss that. Check the neck, you don't miss that.
Yeah, that's a good note to all of our listeners out there. If you ever find yourself in peril and near Freddie Prinze Jr., hope that there's someone else to help.
Yeah, seriously. But
Or at
honestly,
least
if they'd actually helped him in the first place, everything would have been explained. He could have easily, like, you know, Ray could have easily said, or not Ray, Barry could have easily told his father, Ray was driving, I was being a dickhead, Ray accidentally hit somebody, he's in the hospital, that's why my car is busted up.
Yeah.
But we did the right thing,
Yeah.
and he's gonna live.
What was the reason why they didn't tell anybody? Because Ryan Philippe's out, like
Yeah.
Mark said. And he's like, we can't tell them because this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And
'Cause of like their free rides to different colleges or something, I think.
But it's
Yeah.
like, see, but this is a horror movie trope where one character will give a whole bunch of reasons why the same thing to do we can't do, which all equates to, no, we can't do that, or we don't have a movie.
Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
Well, I mean, that is, yeah, the basis of a lot of movies is that if you do the natural thing, then roll credits, you know? Like, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie would have been titled, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Thanks for Doing the Right Thing. Signed,
And it would have been 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
Bob from the hospital, P.S. I'm doing okay.
Yeah. Thanks
Yeah.
for the flowers. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even in this movie, and this is why I'm really surprised that Ken Williamson wrote it, because he has a character in the movie say what the audience is thinking. When Sarah Michelle Gellar and they're driving to Anne Heche's house, she says, "Why are we going to the house of the family of the person that we killed?" I'm like, that is a damn good question. Why are you going there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No good can come out of that. No good. None whatsoever.
Yeah, we're just gonna lamely sort of set up this chick as a suspect.
And then she
Yeah.
says, "Oh, we should have a plan." Angela Lansbury would have a plan. I'm like, yeah, because that's what all the teenagers in the late '90s love. Murder, She Wrote. Good reference.
Teenagers in the early 90s were making fun of people that watched Murder, She Wrote.
Yeah. I love
So-
when she, oh, go ahead, Mac, sorry.
Well, you know, that brings up, like, I guess more questions about the superpowers that I'm giving this killer, because apparently he knows exactly who to kill, like you said. He knows who's associated with them. But he also seems to pick up his supervillain motif, because they say something about him coming back as a killer with a hook for a hand, so he's just like, was he lying there, unconscious, almost dead, and be like, ding, that's a good idea. I think I'll take that as my identity, a hook for a hand. Because they make the joke about it.
Yeah, that's before when they're talking about the urban legend, right?
Yeah, that's around the campfire.
So how does he end up with that for his motif? Like, there's way more efficient weapons to use than a hook.
Yeah, a gun.
Yeah.
Gun would work.
Yeah.
It's a fishing town. They've got knives for cleaning fish.
Yeah.
Like, they're sick with them. I mean, the hook, I get it. It's off a fishing boat, but I mean, there's knives there too. Just saying. He could have had a whole fishing themed arsenal there, but instead of no, he had to
And being
paint
the fact
himself
that
into
he is a fisherman.
Yeah. But it's weird. I know they're trying to make some sort of connection, but it's weird that they talk about that specific thing, and it's not like a knife wielding maniac or an axe like that you would expect, but very specifically the hook. I didn't get. I was like, that is oddly strange
Mm-hmm.
to have them talk about it and then it happens. It's a little too weird.
Yeah.
And I had to laugh when Sarah Michelle Gellar is in the house there when they go to visit Anne Heche, who's creepy for no reason.
Yeah.
Like in the end, when you find out that
she's the sister of the brother.
Yeah, but that's not even the person that they killed. So
No, I know.
she was creepy for no reason. She was just creepy.
Yeah.
That's country folk.
They asked her, she asked if the girls want anything, and she says she'll take a Diet Coke, and I think that's stupid because she could have had a cool and refreshing RC Cola.
Can I go back a little bit further?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like you, Tex. I had a lot to say here. So we go to our 1 year. Just when we get to our 1 year later, Julie James, who by the way sounds like a Marvel Comics character. She's in her dorm room. She's now gone through her angst transformation. So, if I'm not mistaken, she got a hair straightener.
Yeah.
That is all, and maybe some eye makeup, I suppose. So her friend comes in to tell her it's time to go. Now maybe, just maybe, I've seen The Room too many times. I half expected her to turn around and say, "Oh, hi, black friend."
By the way, how's your sex life?
Yeah. Actually, they kind of get close to that. And then her black friend basically is like, "I'm making the only black character appearance," and drops her off. Says nothing but sun and fun, and I just imagine her when she was driving off, be like, "Have fun remembering your murder." I guess what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is I wish Riff Tracks would do this movie.
Oh, that would be so amazing.
Oh, sorry, I just have a quick line that I wrote down. How's the snapper?
Woman knows her trout.
Yeah.
That's what I flashed back to. Sorry, go ahead, Tex.
Well, I've got a little note here that when she sees Helen again for the first time, I was like, "Hey, good to see you. How you been? Been threatened recently?" Because that's the whole point of her going to see her. She gets the note that says, "I know. P.S. This is the killer."
Signed, the killer.
Yeah, and then she goes to see Helen. It's like, "Hey, how are you? Yeah. So I've been threatened. How about you?"
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
No, you're right, and I actually put this in my notes too. So we're to believe that after that fateful night, they never even once picked up a phone in the entire year to find out what happened. Are they okay? Like, these are supposed to be best friends, and
they have nothing else to talk about other than that they killed the guy.
Nothing. They just go there. They're just like, "Nope, we are breaking up, all of us."
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing that. It's weird.
And I have to say that this killer just makes me laugh so hard because so many things do not make sense. Like, one of the things, this guy can move entirely silently.
Oh.
Like when?
He doesn't make a fucking every time. He's going anywhere. He moves completely silently. It's complete silence as he moves. Like, he moves through when he's going after Barry. And Barry's working out at the gym and whatever. And you see Barry go to the locker room. And his locker is closed. And then he goes out, like, I don't know, 2-3 feet, comes back, the locker door is open.
And his jacket is gone.
His jacket is gone, and there's like a picture or something there. I don't know, there's something else there, I remember that. And so then he goes back and talks to the guy, and he was like, "Where's my jacket, blah, 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 is there anybody else working here?" And Buddy's like, "Nope, you're the only one, like, us two are the only ones here, and whatever, and blah, blah, blah." silently. Moved entirely silently. And then suddenly, his car starts. He hears his car start, so he runs outside, and the guy drives away in his car. So he chases his car down, which is fucking brilliant, by the way. And then the guy starts chasing him down.
Yeah. And he's doing that stupid thing where he runs directly away from something chasing him.
Yeah, doesn't, definitely stay where the car can go. Like, don't try to get off the road or anything, once again. But every time this guy moves, it's in complete silence. Even when he's walking over the boards toward Barry, and Barry's like, I can't even remember, pleads for his life or whatever, and then it fades to black and he's in the hospital.
Yeah.
But, like, even when he's walking on the boards, he doesn't make a sound.
No, you're right. I did notice that.
Yeah. He's entirely silent.
Yeah, this guy has he's a ninja.
Yeah.
This
sold boots?
This 45-year-old man has mastered the art of ninjutsu somehow. Can move in the shadows. Like even the guy at the desk at the gym saw nothing. Who wouldn't notice a big guy in a rain slicker walking right by you?
Well, he ducked and he was on his tippy toes. So.
But so I looked into this a little bit, actually, Tex, and this actually does bring us to our sponsor. This podcast brought to you by Bloody Good Rain Slickers. They're so slick, you can get away with murder. I love finding these sponsors, man. They're everywhere. Everyone wants a piece of this. I actually have that a bit later on in my notes, so thanks for segueing to it. That was great.
Yeah, hey, no problem. Also, want to mention that in the hospital, I've got a little note here. Want to keep a secret? By all means, scream at each other in a hospital room with the door open where anyone can hear you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
What?
Because the first thing you see
the door
is
open.
The admittance desk with the nurse, and there's a fucking cop just hanging out there.
Yeah.
Like, not even 2 feet away. And then suddenly they're in Barry's room, and they're screaming at each other about the fact that they killed someone last year.
The door into the room is open in the background. You can plainly see it open, and they're going like, wow, remember that vehicular homicide we did last year that we got away with? Yeah, wow, I think the guy's coming back to kill us. Wow, we shouldn't run over people anymore. That's what I mean. They should be just prancing down the street holding hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. Like at that moment, they might as well have sorry, which character was saying that? Was it
Barry?
Was it Barry?
Philippi.
Oh yeah. As he was screaming, he was. You remember that guy we killed last summer? What's this? What do I need to sign? Is this a confession? Okay, yeah, no problem. Okay. Anyway, thank you, officer. I'll be out in a bit. So anyway, about that murder,
Yeah, exactly. And I love the point where, going back to the whole moving silently thing, when Helen goes back to her house, when Julie drops her off, and Helen goes back to her house, and you see her, go up the stairs and whatever, and blah, 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 and then you see Buddy come into the house, entirely silent, once again.
Oh, so good.
And you see her drinking a Coke, because we totally need to spend 5 minutes on that, but anyway. You see her drinking a Coke and everything, and then she goes upstairs into her room, where we already know he is. And then her sister comes in and calls her pathetic because she's brushing her hair. And when I was watching this, I'm like, yes, says the woman who's clearly in her 30s and living at home.
Yeah, there are 3 people awake in this house, and the killer gets around silently.
Yes.
Yeah.
He must be great at those at those video games where you have to stealth around.
He's probably fantastic at hide and seek.
Complete master at Metal Gear.
Yeah, Metal Gear, Splinter Cell.
Oh,
all those games.
Yeah, absolutely. He must have been. I tell you what, at the office, he must have been the office cut up. You know what? You know how many times when he would go into Fisherman HR, wherever that is. And Brenda's got it. Brenda's making her cup of coffee, and then she turns around and, whoa, there he is again. Oh, I spilled my coffee. Oh, you made me do that again. Oh, stop it.
That's awesome.
So
I'm surprised that the old man in the slicker that is it Felipe takes down?
Yep.
I'm surprised he's not dead.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, yeah, that poor
And he doesn't
fella.
get angry either because the young guy tackles him and offers no explanation as to why he did it.
Nope.
And no one around helps him either.
No.
I love the fact that they're in a fisherman town. Like, they're in a fishing town. And there's one person in a slicker, and they're like,
It's got to be him.
go get him!
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
That's the
And
typical
how do you know the old
fisherman
man?
garb.
How do you know the old man isn't the killer? You don't know who the killer is.
Yeah, well, it's it's not that guy.
How do you know?
Don't know. But apparently it's not that guy.
Well, and why is he wearing a rain slicker and hat during a very sunny day? Like, it must have been really, really warm.
Hey, maybe he just got off the docks. Maybe it was raining out at sea. Who knows?
So now Ryan Felipe tackled an old sweaty man. Like, that's the...
Yeah. You should have just slid over top of him like a fish.
Zing! that poor guy.
Like a slip and slide.
There you go.
So what? I'm sorry. What now? I've never. What town is this in?
Maine? Maybe?
Maine and Maryland, I think.
Really? Okay. Do they have a Tackle the Old Man festival? I don't know. I mean, I've never.
No, apparently not.
I've never been. I don't know. So I got a question for you, Sean Taylor. Did you see this in the theater?
No, I watched this. I mentioned this before. I saw this right after watching Scream at a friend's place.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So not okay. Because I wanted to know how this was received. Like, how well was this received? When it
If I
first
remember
came out?
correctly, it was generally liked by audiences, and it was
panned
just
by critics?
well, I don't know how the critics liked it or not, but it was just kind of because it was that kind of horror movie was the new thing, right? There was the new one from the same maker of Scream. So I think it got a pass just based on the fact that, you know how people give things a pass?
Sure.
Like, you know, like Adam Sandler made really crappy movies even early on in his career, but everyone gave him a pass because they liked one of his movies.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was kind of the situation.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, we like The Water Boy. Why? Well, it's because it's Adam Sandler. Yeah, but it's a shitty movie. Like,
Yeah, I don't remember The Water Boy.
Like it really wasn't funny. Like, yeah, you liked Happy Gilmore. That's fine. But it's also okay to not like The Water Boy. But, well, whatever. Quote it. Go ahead. Rant. Sorry.
No problem.
So, can we go to Barry's death?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, I've got a little note here. So, he manages to kill Barry with a hook. So, there'd be blood spatter everywhere. But outside of that little drop on the stairs, there's no trace of Barry. Once again, moves silently. Because how the fuck did he manage to pick up dead weight, literally, and get out of there without anybody seeing him? Now, out of this arena thing or whatever he was in, okay, fine. But he still had to walk through the streets carrying Barry's carcass over his shoulder or, you know, in his arms, whatever, however he chose to do it, drag him, whatever. There's no trace of him whatsoever.
Maybe they did a Weekend at Bernie's thing. It's like, no, I'm just taking my friend back to the car. He's so drunk. Oh.
Yeah, and he got a lot of ketchup on his
Yeah.
on his clothing.
He spilled some fish sauce on him, so he got to take him back and clean him up.
Yeah, no, that's not blood, officer. That's just puke. He's throwing up. No, I know it looks like blood, but it's dark out, so don't worry about it.
He had a lot of hurricanes to drink, so
Yeah.
Bloody Marys. Yeah, don't
Some
worry
Bloody
about it.
Marys, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually not giving any points to the police noticing at all.
The police
actually,
just
in
want
this
to
case.
stupid, and they prove it later on. But just within that scene, there's a couple of things. One, why is the former queen have to sit on stage during all of the talent proportion of the show
Yeah, I don't know.
when they didn't do that the year before?
Yeah.
Clearly, they
Yeah.
didn't do that the year before because they showed the year before. Secondly, Ryan Felipe says to Sarah Michelle Gellar, "I love you, and I will never let anything happen to you. That's why I'm going to be in the balcony hundreds of yards away."
Yeah.
What was he going to do? Spider-Man down if he saw something happen?
Well, that one actually kind of makes sense because it's not like the guy's going to kill her right in public. So that one
Okay,
kind
so-
of makes sense, so he can like watch the crowd and everything.
Okay, but wouldn't he want to be like backstage in case the killer was backstage?
Well, that's true too. But I mean, like, if he's going to be watching the crowd, then what better place to do it from a higher vantage point? But no, I can definitely see your point on that as well. Completely.
And going to your point about the cops, she is pointing to the balcony, literally screaming bloody murder,
Yeah.
and everyone doesn't look to the balcony,
Yeah.
looks
They just-
at her and goes, "What's wrong?
Yeah.
Are you okay? What's gotten you all riled up? Calm down and tell me what's going on." She's been screaming bloody murder. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
You are a terrible police officer.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he's completely distracted by a roadblock and gets killed.
Yeah. Why does he kill the cop?
I have no idea.
What the fuck did the cop have to do with anything? Like, the cop's murder is just as inexplicable as Max's.
Okay, well, I'll start with that one. That one kind of made sense only because the cop was sort of in the way of his target at the time.
Oh, okay, but he also could have just knocked him unconscious.
Yeah, well, actually, with his ninja powers, he could have been in the car beside her in no time.
That's true too.
She looks, she looks left, she looks right, and oh, there he is. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
So Sean, I know you already mentioned this, but I'm sorry, but I want to bring it up again because it's time for another edition of If I Were.
oh yes.
All right. So I'm not currently a beauty pageant attendee in a small town. I know, surprising.
Yeah.
But if I were, and the reigning queen started screaming bloody murder and pointing, I know my first reaction would be to completely ignore the direction she's pointing in, and I would instantly grab her, block her path for no reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait. Welcome to a special If I Were double feature.
Excellent.
So, I am not a small town shop owner, but if I were, and my sister came screaming at my door in a horrendous panic, I would not rush to help her.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
on.
clearly, she's pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she brushes her hair.
Yeah.
How's that
A
for
lot.
petty, eh?
Yeah, seriously.
No, you
I can't imagine being so pissed off at my sisters that if one of them came, like, screaming at my door, I'd be like, oh my god, you're so melodramatic, I'm on my way.
Yeah. What'd you do, break a nail?
Yeah.
Did she have to find the keys to lock the door from the inside?
That's
well,
a thing.
she had to find the keys to unlock the door from the inside.
From the inside.
Yes.
Yep, that's a
a
thing.
thing. That's totally a thing.
I've seen
Because
it.
what if you're working after hours in a place that's closed? Yeah, absolutely. You lock the
All the
doors from
all the places
inside.
I've worked have had a locking mechanism on the door, just one of those clunk, one of those deadbolts.
Right, but that's not always the case.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh yeah, me too.
But
I didn't
still-
have a problem with that. I had a problem with the fact that she starts walking away from the counter and then goes, "Oh, duh, door's locked," and has to go back and get the keys.
and for me it was not that she had to get the keys, but it was her casual gait as she was just do going to get the keys do.
Yeah, yeah. And I love the fact that, like, since we're talking about that scene right now, that what's his name, Ben, disguises himself in plastic to look like one of the mannequins. Why?
That's a complete ninja thing. Oh my goodness, They do that all the time. The camouflage, hiding in the bush, oh yeah. At this point, I'm not after everything, I'm not surprised he's using those tactics. Like he's very good at this.
Okay, granted, but he also could have hidden, behind one of the plastic-covered mannequins without putting himself in plastic.
I guess. I kind of wish
Because he's
just,
that good at hide and seek. Like,
I just wish he had stopped to pose like a mannequin and just,
oh, that would have been amazing.
Put the arms up.
just to put the hook
Yeah.
out, you know what I mean? Like just
I have a note on her running away from the guy. If you're running away from someone, make sure to stop and scream so the person who's chasing you knows where you are.
Yeah.
Secondly,
really.
how does Buddy know his careful plotting is going to be fast enough to catch whoever he's after? Because he never once, speeds up in any way, shape, or form.
That's true.
Yeah.
Secondly, how did he know to hide in the tires? That she was going to run that way, so he knew how to hide in the tires. How did he get ahead of her to get into the tires?
I'm waiting for one question.
Okay. Well, my only other thing left is how did he know she was going to go that way? Actually, there is one more. There is one more thing.
Yeah.
How did no one notice that there was a murder going on as they marched by?
And why did she stop?
Yes.
She was in a full-on sprint towards the parade. Why
Well, he
did
got
she
in front of
stop
her.
in the alley, turn around, and look?
Is that what she did? I thought he'd gotten in
Yes.
front of her.
What's that?
I thought he'd gotten in front of her.
No, because she stops, looks back, and then when she turns around, he's there.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah, if she just continued her sprint, she would have been right in the middle of public. She would have been safe.
Yeah, she would have run straight into those marching people.
Yep.
And why wasn't she screaming?
Yeah.
To get the attention of anybody sitting on the side. And then people on the other side, because there was nobody on that side watching the parade.
Right.
So if the people on the other side through the parade, why didn't they see the beauty queen from last year running towards them in terror?
Yeah.
Why?
I
This
know.
movie should be called I don't know why you did what you did that summer. Because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So that
This
would
is
make
what's frustrating. He made Scream.
that would make
which
this. Sorry, go ahead.
Scream makes so much sense, like especially when the end comes. Like there are a few plot holes, but overall everything makes sense, and you can kind of see and make things up for it. You can make arguments for
all
shit. This one you can't.
Yeah, the pieces fit for the most part in Scream, but in this one, yeah, it's just. You're right. Between the two of you, you've got this right. It's like his killing methods are somewhat happenstance, because he just trods along and never goes into even a light jog. He hides in places he doesn't know where they're going to be. He doesn't even know who he's supposed to be killing to begin with, other than he may have heard an entire conversation while yet somehow being dead or dead-like, just to start with. And then then they're doing things so what happened there when people were trying to figure out like, hey, you gonna go watch the parade this year? Yeah, I think do you got a spot yet? I was gonna go to Murder Alley, but I thought no, I'll just probably go another block or so down.
Do you know what? To go back to one of the things that I actually forgot to mention, when she finds Max's corpse in the car, there is Max and a whole shitload of crabs.
Yep.
She runs upstairs to talk to Helen and finds out that Helen has been traumatized by her hair being cut. And by the time they get back to the car, all traces of Max's body and the crabs are gone.
Yep.
This is broad motherfucking daylight.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Now,
No idea.
at this point in the movie, we're approaching a topic called ninja magic, where even the ninja can do things that regular ninjas can't do. We're getting there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Getting there. We've slam danced head on into it.
Yeah.
Like, and this is part of the movie where she gets out of the car and it's the famous scene where she's spinning around in that over-the-top line, "What are you waiting for?" And at that point I'm going, yeah, what is he waiting for? Why isn't he killing them?
Yeah. Yeah,
I would
really.
Like, do you have to kill them at the exact time that they ran you over? Is that what...
Yeah, but if that were the case, then why didn't he set a trap for all of them at the same time and kill them all together?
Yes, I know. You're like, just... Ugh.
Yeah. And then when we get to the fishing boat and everything, when we're on Ben Willis's boat, because we've just discovered that Ray is Little Boy Blue or whatever the fuck, because that's the name of his boat, because apparently he's not creative enough to come up with his own goddamn name.
No, it's the same boat. So he happened to use the same boat as some other guy. So he's automatically the killer?
No, he's the guy that went to talk to the sister in the first place, pretending to be a friend of the guy that they thought they'd murdered.
Right.
And he used the last name Blue.
Right.
So he used the name of his boat as this guy. And I'm just
still
saying,
very circumstantial.
okay, no, true. But still, at the same time, that's how she figures it out and whatever and blah, 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 and then runs away from him. Gets on Ben Willis's boat, realizes she's on the killer's boat, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then, she does some rearranging in the boiler room and shit. But, when it came to that scene and it shows the fire extinguisher on the wall, I was like, okay, grab it, set it off in his face because he's coming after you, or slam him in the face.
Yeah.
Break his nose, knock him out, something like that. Doesn't do any
Go
of
on
that
the
shit.
offense.
Yeah, doesn't do any of that shit. Just keeps running away from him. And then I've got, so we kept all the buddies in the ice chest or whatever, and once again, no one saw him carrying corpses. Now we're talking Helen's corpse, Max's corpse, Barry's corpse, the cop's corpse, I'm guessing, because you never hear about his murder.
The sister's corpse.
The sister's corpse. Like, no one saw this?
No one.
No one fucking saw this. Like, what the hell?
Apparently everyone is just inside their house during the day, twiddling their thumbs, waiting for the next fireworks.
Yeah, evidently.
And no missing persons report for Max or the sister?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or the cop?
This is crazy.
The cop didn't check in at the end of his shift? You just, he must be out partying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him driving away with last year's Queen. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we
Yeah. I bet you he.
Say no more, say no more.
I bet you he's gonna call in a real 9-2-11-teen. I don't.
Not 211
I don't know the cop numbers. Sorry.
So I have three things for the boat here. The final showdown. So when Freddy gets on the boat, he has no idea that the guy on the boat is actually the killer.
No.
So his dumb, confused, wrestling facial expression he always has actually works for him. Secondly, if your friend is being attacked by a killer, it's always best to yell your friend's name, thereby distracting him, allowing the killer to get the upper hand.
Thank you. I have that.
Secondly,
sorry, but I want to stop you right there because I have that twice that they use this. I love how in this movie, girls screaming gets people killed. It got the cop killed, and then it damn well near gets Freddy killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, continue.
So then, the villain is finally defeated when he accidentally gets his hand caught in the ropes. He gets rigged up, his hand gets cut off, and for some reason, completely inexplicably as far as science and logic, gets flung out to sea.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
Shouldn't he have fallen straight down back into the boat?
Yes.
Yeah, especially if he lost his hand.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
and then
know.
At the end of the movie, it's, don't worry, the body will turn up.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, that's...
And why do they just go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense? When they already tried to throw him into the water before, and he came back.
And he came back!
So why did they go, oh yeah, no, okay, we're safe? Fuck off!
Yeah, this one, it's a weird ending. For sure. I want to back up just a little bit, though. Because I actually now have a new appreciation for wrestlers in this.
Yeah.
Well, one clothesline to Freddie Prinze Jr. and he is out.
Out.
Like he, like we're talking past the King Kong Bundy 5 here, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gone for like 3 minutes or so. He's just on the deck.
He's completely useless.
Now, granted, his facial expression would not have changed, but still, he's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's gone. What the hell? One clothesline just. He didn't even get the follow-up leg drop. That would have been.
I was gonna say to Tex that this movie couldn't have been so bad. I mean, it does star Freddie Prinze Jr. But he's actually not in it much.
No, this is
he disappears in the entire center section.
Yeah. This is a Jennifer Love Hewitt movie for sure.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I you know what, to the ninja point, I have another comment here. It says, I've seen many masters wield many weapons with utmost precision, but never have I seen someone use a hook so handily. This guy is amazing with this thing.
Well, he is a fisherman.
Yeah, but I mean on people, though. Like, it's...
Well, he's just a bigger fish.
Oh, something that I have about this boat. Yeah, so they're doing a remake of Dungeons and Dragons coming up. From my understanding, they've cast this boat as the fucking dungeon.
Yeah, apparently.
This thing is huge. I don't understand.
Yeah, it doesn't look that big.
No, and then you get
Scooby-Doo's mansion.
Yeah.
It's got that Magic Potter camping tent magic thing, or it's like small on the outside, and then it's just gigantic on the inside.
No, it's more like Scooby-Doo's doghouse.
Yeah.
No. It's kind of like those things you see on Facebook where it's like a small shack on the outside, but when you click on it and see what's inside, it'll amaze you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say that when we get to, one of the final scenes of the movie, when she inexplicably goes back into the shower stall after she's had her shower, and you see that thing that says, "I still know."
Ninja.
Yeah. Well, there's that, and the fact that Buddy has excellent penmanship for writing on fogged up glass, because there's not one streak in that message.
Not one little drip.
Yeah, exactly. There's not one streak or anything. That's damn near impossible. Because you write on fogged up glass, and it instantly starts to drip, and somehow he managed not to do that. That's really fucking impressive.
He used Windex.
Yeah.
No.
I like the idea that maybe that, we keep calling the ninja magic, but for that one he had actually written it 3 weeks earlier, but she just never seems to have taken a long enough shower, or she'll turn
Yeah, right.
she keeps turning immediately to the right, so she never sees it. He's been waiting.
No, because once again he's waiting behind the glass.
No, I know, but I like that. He's been waiting for her to see it, and she never does, and then finally he's like, "Aha!"
Yeah, seriously, about time, bitch. Jesus Christ, I've got things to do. Got more important things to do than just hang out behind a goddamn shower stall waiting for you to see this.
Although, granted, his hobbies go.
So just a few things in this movie. Lois Duncan, who wrote the book that this movie is based on, I said it right that time, has stated openly that she hates the movie because the filmmakers turned her book into a slasher film. She especially detested it in the wake of her 18-year-old daughter's murder in 1989.
Whoa!
Oh, fuck!
Classy move. We've been calling him Ken. It's actually Kevin Williamson.
Oh.
Wrote the script before Scream, but was unable to sell it. Following the big screen success of his next screenplay, Scream, Columbia Pictures immediately bought I Know What You Did Last Summer. And a couple of almost cast in the role of Julie. Sarah Michelle Gellar auditioned for Julie's part.
Oh, wow.
And, of course, this one always seems to come up in almost cast. Melissa Joan Hart.
Her and
She
Sarah
always seems to show up.
I think Sarah Michelle Gellar got all of her parts back then.
Yeah.
Oh, she's come up before in other movies that we've done. In the role of Helen, Jennifer Love Hewitt. So these actresses actually auditioned for the other's role.
Wow. Wait, so we almost got Jennifer Love Hewitt in the bathing suit?
Yes.
Huh.
Do with that what you will.
I just like the idea of we almost got Jennifer Love Hewitt in the Dead role.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and Bridget Wilson
Dude, what's
as
the
her
client
sister.
list? So, as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story, Mark.
Well, actually, as our theme has been throughout this movie, or is it How to Be a Ninja with Rain Boots and a Slicker, the movie? Or is it The Way for Me to Appreciate Scary Movie all the more?
Yeah.
No, seriously, because I'd never seen this. There were parts of that movie that I was just like, okay, that must be from that other movie. Never really got some of the jokes. Now I'm actually going to go back and watch Scary Movie to see if I pick anything up.
Yeah, there's that big "What are you waiting for" parody.
Yeah, that made me didn't want to see this, to be honest. I'm like, really? That's in this? Okay.
Yeah. Tex?
I have, or should this movie be called I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I'm not really going to do anything about it. Or is it 140 minutes of my life I'm never going to get back?
Oh.
I have it, or is it the best advertisement for push-up bras?
Ooh.
Oh.
Because Jennifer Love Hewitt doesn't have much, and they're on fucking Showcase the entire fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
And this one will probably either you guys will love it or kick me off the show. You ready for this?
Yep.
Or is it the story of a Buffy Slayer who can't hardly wait to exact his cruel intentions on these boys and girls?
Oh, fuck ton of points for that one.
I love writing that one.
Oh, that was great.
So that's going to do it for 1997's I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
Sean, you get to stay. I mean Mark.
Join us next time when we'll take a look at the story of a group of sex addicts dressed as animals in a dystopian Australian future. Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy star in Mad Max Furry Road.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Finally!
How do I